Hi, this is D. Rambabu. I am working as an assistant professor in the Department of Science and Humanities in University College of Engineering. I am going to explain the subject probability and statistics. If you have any doubt after watching my complete video, please comment under this video.
Okay, today our problem is two bolts are drawn from a box containing 4 good and 6 bad bolts. Find the probability that the second bolt is good if the first bolt is found to be bad. Okay, how many good bolts are there? There are 4 good and 6 bad bolts. Okay, now we have to find out the probability that the first one is to be bad and the second one is good. If the first bolt is found to be bad and the second one is good. Okay, let us find out the probability. Okay, there are 4 good 4 good bolts and 6 bad bolts. Okay, now first one must be bad. Okay, but you have to find out for the first bolt to be bad, that is the probability for the first bolt to be bad, because in the problem the first bolt is chosen, that must be a bad. Okay, now number of favorable cases by number of exhaustive cases, that is the probability. Here number of favorable cases are of getting bad, therefore we have to select a single bolt among how many bolts? Since there are 6 bad bolts, among that 6 bad bolts we have to get a single bad bolt, therefore it is 6C1. Okay, by this is number of favorable cases. Number of exhaustive cases are we have to select a single bolt whether it is bad or good among 10 bolts, therefore 10C1. This is exhaustive cases. 6C1 means 6 by 10, therefore 6 by 10 is the probability of getting a bolt bad. Okay, first bolt is bad, second must be good. The probability for getting second bolt good. Okay, here to choose second bolt, first we must choose first bolt. Okay, first bolt already we have chosen first bolt as a bad bolt, its probability is 6 by 10. Okay, since one bolt is already chosen, there are 9 bolts among 10 bolts. Since we have already chosen a bolt, whether it is good or bad, there are only 9 remaining bolts, but our chosen bolt is bad bolt, therefore 4 good bolts are there, and hence its probability is 4 by 15. Okay, Therefore, to choose second bolt as good, first we have to choose a bolt that must be a bad bolt. Okay. Initially we have 10 bolts. Among 10 bolts we have select a bolt, and there are remaining 9 bolts. Among 9 bolts there are 4 possibilities to choose good bolt. 4 into 15. Therefore, this is the probability for getting first bolt as bad and second bolt as good. Now let us go to the next similar problem. A class has 10 boys and 5 girls. 3 students are selected at random, one after the other. Find the probability that first 2 are boys and the third is a girl, and the first and third of the same gender, and the second is of opposite gender. Okay, how many students are there? The class has 10 boys and 5 girls, and there are totally 15 members, 15 students are there. Among 15 students we have to select 3 students. Therefore, number of exhaustive cases is 15C3. We have to select one after the other. Find the probability that the first elementary problem. Let us solve it. We have to choose first 2 as boys and the third is girl. Okay. First 2 are boys and third is girl. Therefore, that is just like it. We have to choose 3 members. Among these 3 members, first and second must be boys. B for boys, and last one is girl. Okay. In this order, we have to select that 3 students. Those 3 students. Okay. Now, the probability for getting first student, the probability for getting first student as boy is, first one must be a boy. How many boys are there? There are totally 10 boys. Therefore, among 15 students, we have to select a candidate that must be a boy. Since there are 10 boys, 10 possible ways are there. Therefore, number of favorable cases is 10. 10 among 15 students, we have to select a boy. There are 10 possible ways to select that boy. Therefore, 10 by 15. Okay. Second one also must be a boy. Therefore, the probability for getting second students as boy if first one is a boy. First one is a boy, therefore the probability is 10 by 15. Okay. Among these 15 students, already we have select one candidate. There are 10 possible ways to select that one candidate. Since we have selected one candidate, there are 14 remaining students. Now, among these 14 students, we have to select a boy. One boy is already selected among 10 boys. Therefore, there are only 9 ways, 9 possible ways. Okay. This is the probability for getting first 2 are boys. Now, Finally, the probability for getting first two are boys and third is girl. Now among 15 students we have select a boy. 10 possible ways are there to select a boy. 10 into, since we have chosen one student, there are 14 remaining students. Already we have chosen a boy, therefore there are 9 remaining boys. Okay, into 2 students are already selected, therefore there are remaining 13 students. Now among these 13 students we have to select a girl, but how many girls are there in the class? There are only 5 girls. Therefore 5 possible ways are there. Okay, this is the required probability to get first 2 are boys and the third is girl. Okay, the probability is 15 by 91. Okay, now let us go to the second problem. In the second problem, first and third of the same gender and the second is of opposite gender. Okay, first and third of the same gender, and the second is of opposite gender. Therefore there are 2 possible ways, okay, to get such kind, this type of kind, that is boy opposite gender, same gender. Second one is opposite gender. This is not only way, there is another way also, that is first last are girls and the second one is boy. Therefore 2 possible ways are there. Therefore we have to find out the probability for this, as we have done earlier, and also have to find out the probability of this. The summation of these 2 probabilities will give required probability. Okay, now let us find out the probability for this order directly. That is the probability of getting first and the third as boys and second as girl is equal to, okay, there are totally 15 students. Among 15 students we must select first as boy. There are 10 boys, therefore 10 possible ways are there to select one single boy. Into, already we have chosen a single boy, therefore there are 14 boys among 15. Since we have selected a boy, there are 9 remaining boys. Second one must be girl. Okay, therefore among these 14 students we have to select a girl, but 5 girls are there, therefore 5 possible ways are there. we have selected a boy and a girl, two students. Therefore, 15 minus 2, there are 13 remaining students. Among these 13 students, we have to select a boy. There are 9 boys because we have already select one boy. Therefore, 9 boys. This is the probability for getting first one and last one as boys and the middle one as girl. Okay. Similarly, the probability of getting first and third as girls and second as boy, second as boy is equal to, here also there are totally 15 students. Among these 15 students we have to select a girl. How many ways are there to choose this girl? 5 ways are there because there are 5 girls. Therefore, one girl is selected. Remaining students are 14. Among these 14 students, we have to select a boy. How many boys are there? Since there are 10 boys, 10 possible ways are there. 10 into 2 students are already selected. Therefore, there are remaining 13 students. Among these 13 students, we have to select a single girl. One girl was already chosen. Therefore, remaining girls are 4 possible ways are there to choose a girl. In this way, this is the probability for getting first and last one as girl and middle one as boy. Okay, its value is okay, 5 table 3 times cancelled. 5 table in 15 3 times cancelled. Okay, 3 in 9 3 times cancelled, and 2 in 10 5 times, in 14 7 times. Okay, total 5 into 3 15 by 7 into 13 91. Okay, here also 3 times cancelled, 2 table 2 times 7 times. Okay, now 10 into 2 20 by 3 into 7 21, 21 into 13 273 times, 273 times. Okay, therefore required probability is, therefore required probability is equal to 15 by 91 plus 20 by 273. On solving it we get 15 by 21. This is the required probability to get first and third of the same gender, and the second is of opposite gender. Okay.